Chapter 3. Measuring Up. We walked into the simulated mountain climbing facility, both excited and ready to have some fun. I was looking forward to having a good time and just enjoying my day, and maybe finding my next conquest. The place was filled with women and kids, but most of all, a few good men getting their climb on. I admired a few bulges as we both walked in, paid our fee, and signed a waiver stating that we could not sue if we got injured. Even though you were harnessed most of the time, accidents did occur. They had several different levels of climbing in the facility. Carlos and I decided to go to the medium risk section, since we were from the hood. Climbing in and out of vacant buildings and things like that were a part of our everyday life as a child. In the hood, you had to be able to build your own fun, and hope you didn't die in the process. A nice-looking Hispanic man came over and handed us our harnesses and offered to help us get into them. Shit, I almost let him do it just to see if he would feel me up in the process, but I declined in the presence of Carlos. "You ready for this?" Carlos spoke as the attendant walked away from us. "Man, watch my dust." I laughed and walked toward the wall. He was on the other side of me now. He was geared up and ready to go. It was always a competition between us, but it was always friendly nonetheless. "First one to the top pays for food. On your mark, get set, go," he called out. We were both still young and fast, so it didn't take us long to get to the top. He beat me by a few seconds. "All right, let's go over to the real challenge and try it." I smiled as we climbed back down to the bottom. "Cool, but you just setting yourself up for another shameful defeat." He laughed heartily as we both got to the bottom. "Well, we'll just have to see about that," I countered. "Don't say I didn't warn you." He laughed cockily. "I can taste the free meal now." He patted his stomach as we walked over to the advanced section of the facility. I looked up at the tall and extremely rugged terrain and rubbed my hand through my hair. This was indeed going to be a challenge. I had to admit that Carlos had me beat when it came to these types of things. We were both in shape, but he was more athletic than me. Damn that shit.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.